because you're not blind.
I am blind.
So, what side of you do people get?
What do you mean what side of me?
Ever since the passing of Aaron, what side of you do people get versus you behind closed doors with you, Rakeem, and Kettlebell?
Everybody typically gets, the strong face, the smile, the I'ma keep going, resilient attitude person, versus like typically behind closed door, I'm just really like snuggled up with my boys, and I'll let a tear drop here and there, sometimes a lot of theirs and hers, but like I don't typically cry in front of people like that, because what me crying in front of them gonna do? So nobody can really help me go through this. It's something I gotta deal with, like a professional grief counselor maybe will be able to help me work through it, but it's ultimately something that I have to go through and process myself. There's literally nothing nobody can do.
So you feel like you're pretty much alone?
You know how that dude in that song says how you feel, like he'd feel alone in a crowded room or something like that. Like I have that feeling a lot of times, because it's like, to me, I internalize a lot of things. Like, it ain't no point in me constantly saying, oh my God, I miss my son. Like, no. I feel like y'all know I miss my son. Like, I feel like it's a known fact that I'm sad about losing my son. But it's really like, I'm not going to keep pressing it, and I'm not going to keep talking about it, because it's not going to do nothing.
But do you feel like that
I have the support?
No.
Because I do.
Do you feel like with you not saying that you miss your son all the time, do you feel like you're not validating your own feelings? Do you feel like you pushing your own feelings to the side in order just to say that you can say, I got through?
Again, I don't feel like I'm pushing my feelings to the side, but I just to me, it's just another thing of like, what is telling people going to do? What is it gonna do? Like, I could post all day. I can say, Jake, I miss Aaron. I miss him every second. I don't know. Like, it's not, I do feel valid in my feelings that, yes, I'm a hurt, grieving mom because I lost my son. But I feel like I need to deal with it myself. I have to deal with it within for at least a certain amount of times. Like, I do express myself a lot of times. I have certain friends I don't talk to all of my friends about it, because you have friends for different things, right? So but when people ask, I'm honest. I don't fake it. Like, I'm very much so aware of how I feel about things, but to me, I'm still processing it. So I'm not about to keep talking about something I haven't even fully processed, or I don't want like the fake sympathy, or I don't want to be sitting in a pity party or woe is me. Like, I feel like I just need to, deal with it myself. I need to keep going though.
Yeah, that's understandable. Next question. Okay, so where does Hakeem fit into your healing process?
Hakeem is just support. Like, he's just support. Like, I really can't explain it. There's a lot of times where I'm weak and he has to pick me up. There's a lot of times where we just need to just be around each other, talk to each other, plenty of times we just sit on the phone and we're not talking about nothing. Rocky probably asleep. We just on the phone like teenagers again. Like we just, he helps me a lot. Like just him being around and being there, it just helps me know, like, okay, I mean, I lost my son, but I didn't lose everything. So I still got Hakeem and Rakeem, and I wish I had Aaron, but you know, things happen.
I understand that. So as of right now, do you feel like things happen for a reason? You know that old saying, things happen for a reason. Or do you feel like random things just happen?
I always feel like things happen for a reason. I don't know what the reason for me losing my son was, but I've chosen to let his death not be in vain. So I've been pushing myself to be motivated to put everything into blind intelligence and to make him proud. So.
Got that. Can you just for the viewers, can you explain the bling that you have on right now? That you're displaying? The ring as well as the wristband.
Okay, so I'm gonna start with my necklace. I have on an urn necklace, and it's a sunflower with a blue heart. It's 2 sunflowers actually, and has little vines and stuff. And I have my baby ashes in here. And then on my right wrist, I have a bracelet that says Aaron. My oldest sister bought the boys this when I first told her I was pregnant, and it's just been, he wore it. It's adjustable so it could grow with him, and it's gonna grow with me. So I heavily debated, like, he wore it during his service and everything, and I'm like, do I want him to be cremated with it? And I was like, I think I want this for myself. So I kept all of his, well, not all of his, but I kept this bracelet of his for myself so that it could be with me, just like it was with him. Yeah, and then I have a ring. It's a black ring. It's a heart, and on the inside of the heart, it's a black and white picture of me and Aaron 2 weeks before he passed away. We went to go take Christmas pictures, and it's a picture of me kissing his forehead. So, yes. I wear my baby everywhere all the time. He actually posted up behind me.
Yeah, right behind you, right above you.
Yes, that's my Kale bear right there. And that bear actually holds my baby's ashes and his scent. And I took that bear to his cremation, and I just rubbed it all over him so I could feel like I could have him with me forever and ever in a physical form. It has my baby voice in it. I just love my son, and I just need to have a lot of physical mementos of him, you know?
And could you explain to the people that don't understand how important to you that Care Bear is?
Yeah, Care Bear is my son. Literally, like, he's always gonna be with me. If I could, I would still put Care Bear. Sometimes I do, actually, I'm not gonna lie. I put him in his car seat. I put him in his swing. I dress him. I don't bathe him or anything like that. But he is very important to me because that is my son. Like, to me, people around me, you know, they don't understand, and I don't expect them to, because I don't know anyone who's lost a baby in the physical form that Kel was in. But Kel, like, Aaron, my baby, like, he was here. I was holding him one day, and the next day I woke up and he wasn't here. So I just had to have a physical aspect. Like, I feel like sighted people, you know, they can see, okay, he's not here. Me, we had a physical relationship, me and my son. Like, I held him, I breastfed him, I took his baths. Like he was with me physically. Like that's how I knew about his presence. And so I never seen my son. So me not seeing him is nothing new. But me not physically hearing him and feeling him is something that I've been having to deal with and cope with. And so I have the Kell Bear, because like I needed something physical to help me, like, okay, this is my son. Like I need him to cope. I need him to make it through this, because having absolutely nothing, I don't have pictures to go back to and go based off of. Like, I mean, I do, but what's that gonna do for me? I can't see. So I need something physical, and Kell Bear is my physical remembrance and memorial of my son.
I like that. How do you deal with people claiming that you would be an unfit mother due to your due to you being visually impaired? Because you're not blind.
I am blind.
You are blind. But yeah, being blind.
I mean, a lot of people might feel like I'm an unfit mother because I'm blind. They're like, how can you do that? But I mean, that's just them and their fears that's consuming them, and they're trying to project it onto me. And honestly, that ain't got nothing to do with me. So that's just something they got to deal with themselves. Like, I dealt with that too much already, and I really just don't care, honestly.
I understand that. How do you think you would feel if you met another mother or mothers coping with the same tragedy and tragedies that are still going on?
I feel like I actually joined a Facebook group for mothers who have dealt with a similar tragedy, or mothers and dads who have dealt with a similar tragedy. A lot of the mothers posting her though more often than the dads, but I thought that it would make me sad. You constantly hearing about like one twin passing away and still having a surviving twin, or y'all living twin and stuff like that. And it's just like, you would think it's sad, but the amount of encouragement the groups give, like we give each other, the amount of love, and we have a similar pain. We don't have the same pain, but we have a similar pain. And it's like we're all trying to just uplift each other through hard times. So you asked, what was the question? Like, how would I feel about talking or being around them?
Yeah, if you just had met and had a conversation with them.
I feel like it would make me feel better in a way. It'll make me feel better to know that, hey, I'm not the only one. You know, that's what I felt when I joined the group. Like, I'm not the only one. I'm sorry, y'all. I know you're probably looking at my eyes are going like crazy, but it's because when I stare straight for too long, I just start wondering, like, oh, what's over there? But yeah, like, I don't know. I might feel better to know that somebody else has gone through it and have made it through. You know.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of people say I'm inspiration, I'm encouragement, to them. But it's like, okay, well, who gonna inspire and encourage me? Like, wait, I don't want to keep using these tragedies and sad stories to be the motivation to keep going. Like, nah. I want to see somebody else that went through it and made it through and be like, okay, babe, can I be like you when I grow up? But yeah. Okie dokie. So, you're watching Professor Blindie, and this is our Impossible Mom series. Go ahead, scratch that I and that M out, because anything is possible. And guess what? Again, my name is Professor Blindie. Until we meet in the classroom again, toodles.